Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. 'Cause baby girl, you are so easy, baby. The only reason that I can do tonight is 'cause I know you were invited. The only reason that this dress is skin tight is 'cause I thought that you would like it. I'm only come for this.
On today's Jessica Javens talk show, we're going to interview somebody who has come from a lot of different traumas and has gone through a spiritual awakening and the consequences of the trauma and how it actually became a spiritual awakening. And now she's here to inspire the world to know how they can do that for themselves and to start to truly love themselves and love their life. I would like to welcome Andrielle Mylin. Thank you, Andrielle, for being here in the show today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
I know. And the fact that you also came from Florida, that touches my heart because I flew in yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I drove my big van. So I'm
drove?
kind of doing the van life thing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
That
I'm
sounds
crazy.
fun.
It is. It's been a lot of fun. And, you know, with me taking a travel nursing position and I have 2 little dogs. So that's going to be really helpful. And it helps with getting back here with my dogs. Because I'm like, flying is just not easy with 2 little puppies.
True.
So I'm like, that's like their little home. They know they'll cozy up on the bed and they're cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm very excited for you. And for your journey into moving into Miami as well. You're not going to be too far away from me, so maybe we can hang out too over there.
That's great. I'll need some friends there. So
Yes,
that's good.
we need good friends.
Yeah.
So, Andrea, I would like you to tell our audience today a little bit about you, because I introduced like what I got to know about you first is the beginning of your life, which was pretty much dramatic. Can you share to our audience in which ways was it traumatic to you?
Yeah, I think just never having stability. That's probably one of the biggest things. And just dysfunction and chaos and toxic and, you know, there's like drugs and alcohol with my mother and just all the things and then losing so many people close to me at such a young age, that was really difficult. And that just makes it kind of changes a person when you're losing people left and right. Like, it's just like, okay, something's got to change. Like, this is not the life I'm going to have, and this is not how I want to live. And, you know, it's just a mindset shift. You have to start shifting your mindset from being in the victim, which I was at. So it's like I'm not judging anyone because I was there too. And, you know, I used to be so shy and I just never, like, I couldn't relate to other people my age because no one was going through what I was going through.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's just mindset, really. Like,
So,
and it's a process.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There is no quick fix.
Right.
So thank you for bringing that out. That's very important.
Yeah.
So how now moving on to your teenager years, how did that started affecting your decision making now?
Yeah. Right. So, because when you're a kid, like you just want to have fun and do kid things. So, you know, my mom let me drop out at 16 and, you know, and she was bad on alcohol. So, and it's like that, it completely changed her because now she's sober, I think 10 years now. So, and now she's one of my best friends. So it's just crazy. Yeah, we've done a lot of healing between us, and that took time too. Like, I didn't just let her right back in. But, you know, back then, she was more of a friend. And it's like I really needed a parent. And she was like the cool mom. And I just saw a reel the other day that was funny. She said, "How many of you that had the cool mom that are in therapy now?" She's like, "How much have you spent on therapy?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just told my mom, like, I'm going to have you meet my doctor so my doctor can understand. Like, anxiety and all of it, you know? It's just a process. Like, you just got to work through it and do the inner work and just keep going.
So after you dropped out, how did you get yourself back into track? Because that sounds like
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
decision that can affect your adulthood.
That's a great question. Okay, that's a good story. I'm glad you bring that up, actually. So I was running around being wild, for a couple of years there between 16 to 18. Though I did get the job at Steak and Shake. My grandma yelled at me, like, you're not, laying around. You're getting a job at least. So I did that at 16. I was working at Steak and Shake, but still running around, just being really careless and reckless with my life also, because I feel like I was just in so much pain back then, and I was looking at anything to escape. Like I was just in so much pain, but you don't know when you're that young, you don't know like what's going on, and you can't choose the family you're
Right.
born into, even though if you go far in the spiritual awakening, they do say we choose. They say we choose.
I want to hear about that in
I
a
know,
minute.
it's really cool. I love it. Like it helps you like, oh, okay, we choose. Like we chose this for these reasons, and it's like you have to overcome and learn the lessons, and it's just really amazing. Like the whole thing's I love it. I'm so into all this spiritual awakening. But okay, how did I get back on track? So there was one night where I was out with my cousin because I was in and out of juvenile a lot too when I was young.
Wow.
I know. And see, that's the thing too. People look at me and think what they see now. They have no idea. Yeah. And it's like, I hate being judged even for someone that, if I'm called privileged, I hate that because it's like, you have no idea. Like, that makes
Right.
me so angry. It's like,
That's
you
a very
don't
good point. How
know.
quick we are to judge, and we
Yes,
really
right. It's like everything I am now, I've had to go through hell and high waters to
wow.
even get to this. Yeah. And it's like, it's a miracle I'm alive because the night with my cousin, it was a really bad night, and we ended up all getting pulled over, and like he went to jail, and it was really bad, and like I had a bad fall, and I crushed this whole side of my face. Yeah, and it was like swollen. I still have scars, and I can feel the bone still. Like I feel so insecure about it still. I'm like, I can feel it and see it sometimes. Like it's not right. But that was a big wake up call for me because I had just turned 18, and it was like, okay, juvenile was over. It would be jail now. And so that was a big wake up call, like, get your together. So that's when I was like, okay, get my GED, like start doing something, get some kind of plan, get on track. Like we don't want this for our life. This is not what we want. But it's like you just have to get so low sometime. You have to get to the lowest point before you're like, okay, like something's got to change. And like how many times, it's like being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Really.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. It's actually a universal language in a way, is when you have an extreme discontent or an extreme longing for something that you don't have, is where you start shifting.
Yeah. And that's what they say too. They're like, if you have ideas in your head or whatever, like, because I did always feel like I was meant for something more. I just didn't know how with all the chaos and dysfunction. But it's like they say when you have like that dream in your head, that's your higher self. Like there's a version of you living that, and it's possible, but you just have to believe. And like,
just because you don't know the how, it doesn't mean it's not there.
Exactly. Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it. So tell me about once you were 18 and this horrible situation happened. How did you? What was the first thing that you start doing? Because you can see the whole way how you're going to get there.
Right. I think the GED was like my next steps, making sure, because I did get that when I was 18. So it's like I know that happened, and that accident happened at 18. So I was like, it was all in that area. Then I got in school for like the medical assistant thing, even though I really never wanted to do medical. But
Interesting.
everyone was doing it. All the girls my age, they were all doing it at the time. So
oh, let me get you a no, that's fine. Let me get you a tissue.
It is windy right here.
It is.
Chilly.
It is.
I know. I'm sorry. Did we pause?
We can edit
it
it
out
later. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. He was asking me earlier, do you have a cold? I says, no, I am under the wind.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I didn't want it running down. And I used my jacket.
I know. I'm
Like,
sorry. And there's like nothing.
that's okay. I just didn't want to mess.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, I'll put this. I forget where we were.
Okay, so you were talking about your
GED.
and nursing,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
I
were
never
doing it
wanted to
because
do medical. Yeah. Okay. Right. Because all the girls my age at the time, that's what they were doing, was medical assistant. It was
uh
that big fad was going on with the like those really expensive colleges, and then I think a lot of them ended up getting shut down, like for the accreditation.
I remember
Yes.
I was in banking at the time, and I remember
Yeah.
it crashed.
Yeah, and I think I was at Har- I think it was Indiana Business College, and then it switched to Harrison College. So, but they ended up shutting down after they took tons of people's money,
Yeah,
and then no one was getting jobs too. I think that was part of the problem. Like after that, no one was hiring that us. So, luckily my regular at Steak and Shake, his wife, it's like you really always have to know someone too. It's
connections.
yeah, it's like not they say not what you know, but who you know.
Yeah,
It's so true a lot of the time.
yeah.
So he hooked me up with the wife that was the manager in dialysis,
Uh-huh.
and so I became a tech with that. And then I really wanted to go for dental hygiene. I was
Uh-huh.
like, that'd be great, but
Mm.
those positions are so coveted because they're great.
They
Like
are
those
great.
are hard to get. Yeah, nobody's leaving those jobs, and it's not a demand for that. So I was just taking the prereqs, kind of like, okay, we'll see where we end up, and then I ended up uh, getting to the point I could apply for, the nursing program. So I'm like, okay, we'll apply and got in and everything. I've always been really good at school too. Like, even though I dropped out, I was really good at school and I got good grades and, everyone, like all the teachers loved me, but I was just toxic and just dysfunction and like what they say you have to like break the generational cycles and patterns, and like that's what I feel like I was sent here to do partly too, is break that for our family because it's just been a long
Long
line.
haul.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hear you, and
Yeah.
I've heard some people sharing that
Yeah.
before too about the generational thing, and most of the times you don't even notice it because that's all you know, and you think
Right.
that that's how it is, and that's how it's going to
Exactly.
always be, and you don't know.
Yeah.
So it takes I don't know. I think everybody goes through a different journey to discover that part.
Yeah.
Some people never do.
Right. Right.
But anyways, I wanted to ask you something very important that's going to take us to the next chapter of your life that I think a lot of people who are watching this episode is going to connect because it's a very, very common issue today. And a lot of people get stuck in situations like this. But before I do that, I'd just like to do a quick stop here for our sponsors today. This show is brought by Forever Living, the best aloe vera juice for the last 47 years that transformed my wellness, and also Purium, which is the lifestyle transformation superfoods. And also, you're invited, by the way.
Yeah.
Through the Vine is the new wine bar in Fort Lauderdale, which is my brother's wine bar. And he's on season 1. If you guys haven't checked his transformation into a life he loves, you got to check it out. It's amazing. So you're welcome to meet me there.
Yeah, very cool. I love it.
Thank you.
You'll have to tell me.
So my next question for you, Andrielle, is how did all of this trauma that you went through, both with your parents, through the people who you were associating with, you see how important it is, right?
Yeah.
And now you you started seeing how that was important to know the right people. How now growing up into an adult and having relationships, maybe your first marriage, maybe your relationships, how did that affect those now later in life?
Yeah, that's been a whole journey, that's for sure. And you really learn a lot about yourself through the relationships you end up having. So I ended up being married to an over grandiose narcissist. And then, he so much to say, but so he was an IT guy, and he seemed normal than my other. I was always more the bad boy type.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked the bad boy type, but he was one that I was like, okay, he seemed normal and stable, and we had known each other for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he had like always been interested in me, and I always was like, I wasn't sure just because I liked that bad boy
Right.
type.
Right.
So, but then I got to the point I'm like, okay, I'm ready to settle down. He had his son, he had full custody of his son, and he lived with us full time, with him, and then we moved in and all that. So I'm like, he seems stable. Well, he got let go from his IT job. Nothing he did wrong. He was really smart, actually. And I always told him, you need to start your own business because he was too smart just
Yeah.
to sit there, like.
Uh-huh.
But so he did start working on like other entrepreneurial things, but yeah, it was like I was the one that was expected to do everything, and I worked full time as a nurse, and then uh, I had bought a house before we got together, so we put that on Airbnb. So that was another one of our little ventures we did, but it was me a lot of it. Like I was working full time, then cleaning the house on my days off, and then somehow finding time to do the laundry, cook dinner, take care of him and his son and the friends that would come over because he pretty much let his son run the household. And his son was going on 18 by the time I left. He wasn't little.
And how long have you been together by that time?
We were only
As a couple.
yeah, well, we were kind of one of those on and off things for a minute, but we were married 2.5 years.
Okay.
But before we got married, we'd known each other like 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we kind of did on and off throughout that.
Yes.
But yeah, so I learned, I started looking into just personalities because too, I love knowing like psychology and why people do the things they do. And you just have to learn and grow always. So, and you don't want to repeat this in the next relationship. So it's like what went wrong, right? So, and a lot of times too, like as an empath, because I'm the empath and narcissists are attracted to empaths and vice versa. It's like polarity. Polarity.
Yes.
Yeah. So and I was not good with boundaries because my family, I became the people pleaser.
That's what I wanted to get down to.
Yeah. I was always, expected when they thought, I had a decent job in dialysis. That's when everything started with, oh, we can ask her for money. She can help. Da, da, da. And it's like, no, I don't owe you guys anything. But back then,
Yeah.
and growing up with so much dysfunction, it's like you just want to keep the peace. And when you're young, it's like you don't want to rock the boat. You just try to do anything to keep the peace. And then the narcissist is chaos. So it's like they're causing the chaos and you're trying to keep the peace. So that's like the balance there. But, and then you just have to realize your worth. And it's like, it's really abuse. Like the narcissists are abusive mentally and emotionally and even physically, they can be.
When did you start noticing that?
Yeah, with the ex-husband. Because I feel like he got worse with age. I'm like, didn't start off the way we ended up. But I think once he lost his job, which wasn't his fault, but he just went down, like he started spiraling quickly once that happened. And he just like was causing problems with everyone in his life. Like he was fighting with friends he'd grown up with and known for years. Like we tried to have a birthday dinner and he caused a scene there. And they're always accusing you of what they're doing also. It's like their accusations are always confessions. It's like so many things I can think where he would accuse me. And
I love that
was
you said that. Accusations are always confessions.
Yes. Yeah. Very detailed too. Like they'll get into detail and tell on themselves. So I'm like, okay. But it's like once you get out and you can see clearly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like when you're in it, it's a fog.
It is.
And you can't see clearly and you think you're the problem. Like he had me convinced that I was an alcoholic and all this because my mom was. And it's like, I don't even drink. He was the one that drank all the time. And that was the thing too. I talk about how they'll push substances on you So they can be like, oh, look, you're the problem. And it's like, I don't need to drink. I'm fine. Like, it's not me, you know? But it just takes time to realize, like, it's not you, and you have to get out of that situation.
Yes.
But so I was with him and then ended up with a covert narcissist 4 months later that he really did sweep me off my feet. And I thought he was like the one, and I fell so in love really fast. But that's what they do. They love bomb you. Have you heard
Wow.
that before?
Yes.
Love
I've
bombing?
been through it too.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I had heard it before and I didn't know what it meant. I'm like, what's wrong with love bombing? That
Yeah,
sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds great, right?
I want to be
So
love
how was
bombed.
it for you? No, tell me, how was it for you?
Yeah, yeah. Right. Your your partner, and then it's what comes after the love bombing that's the problem, because then it's the devaluing and the discard and the hoover, right? It's like the cycle. So this is what I talk about now a lot, and this is where I've like got my course and I have stuff like that to help other people, because I've just done so much. I guess I didn't realize how much I knew and had dug into this. Like, I've just learned so much about it.
Tell me about that, what you just said right now. I really want our listeners to hear. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that knowledge so people don't have to go through all of these years of
Yeah.
being in the gray and being thrown about,
Right.
literally.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like with the love bombing.
Yes.
Yeah. And they pretend to be your perfect match. And that's the thing. It's like, why pretend to be someone? Like, just be honest. If you want to be single and run around and sleep around, then just be honest. And that's more respectable than sitting here lying to someone all this time and gaslighting them. That's one of the terms. I know people
Yes.
say it so much, and I hate that people probably are like, oh, they like close their mind as soon as they hear gaslighting. But it's like, no, it's a thing for a reason, because
Right.
they sit there and try to make you think you didn't see what you saw or hear what
Yeah.
you heard. And the way they do it is so skilled. They're just so skilled at being manipulative.
Yeah.
It's like they've been doing it their whole life. They know exactly what they're doing. And it's like they're living all these different lives. And that's another thing they call it compartmentalization, where they like file these lives away and they've got them in little boxes, like, so none of them match or meet. And then when you catch them, then they're like, they either have a rage or they'll ghost you. Like the covert narcissist is the ghoster. And then the overt is the rage. And there's 6 types of narcissists too, so it's a whole thing.
I did not know that. Do you know those by heart?
No, I have a list of them in my course, but
Oh
and
my
it's like they
goodness.
kind of
But those two are
there's
the
like
most
some
common ones.
Yeah, the covert is, I always say, and there's also a malignant. I know there's a malignant, and then because there's another one that I feel like my ex-husband goes with too, because it's where they love confrontation. Like, they love
The attention
arguing and
is
fighting and yeah, I don't know. I don't
or power.
Power and control. Power and control. And then I talk about too, now I'm getting into more of, I got into a Bible study, and so I'm like trying to understand the Bible, because that's where I get lost a lot. Like, I have God, I love God, and I don't want to be one of those people that preach at people, because
Mhm.
it's like, I always hate that. I don't want that.
It can't be forceful. God doesn't
Exactly.
force anybody.
Right, and because people will tell me that, it's like, because they see where I'm at and I've had trouble in relationships in my life and whatever, and they're like, you need God. And it's like, I didn't ever have God. Like, it's because of God that I even made it to where I'm at. Like, I couldn't help, some of these things. And it was just like things I had to go through, learning lessons. And I always say that too. Like, I don't believe there are mistakes, because we wouldn't be who we are without them. And it's like,
That's
can you
beautiful that you
imagine?
see it that way. That's amazing.
It's like, can you imagine if none of us ever made mistakes? We would just all be living in like cookie cutter houses, doing the same thing every day. Like, we wouldn't it'd be boring. There'd be no stories to tell.
Totally. And if you talk about, like, I just heard something this past week, like, if God would answer all of your prayers, you probably don't want that. to think back about some of the stuff that you ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you don't even know. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know it yet. So you're asking for the wrong things.
Right.
To be careful.
Yeah.
I love that you talked about the Bible because I've been studying the Bible my whole life. So I have a
That's great.
I love it.
We definitely do need
Yeah,
to talk
we do
back
need
in
to talk.
Miami.
So let me ask you this. What shift are you actually seeing today that is on the making that you are observing right now?
Like in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like with the spiritual awakening?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, like I just feel there's so much division in the world. And, people need to realize that we're all one. We are all one. And we all have God within us. And that's the thing, too. I've been on lately really big in my videos and stuff because, I do like TikTok and all that. But I'm like, that's the thing. People are looking for something outside of them. It's like you're not going to find what you're looking for out in this world. This world is so crazy and chaotic and a mess right now. And people don't even know. They don't know what they're doing. It's like you have to look within. And I just heard this recently. He was like, you have to tune out to tune in.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Tune out.
That resonated. Yeah, like tune in. And then I've noticed it's like when you wake up and you like don't get on your phone, don't scroll, like just calm and quiet. And like I'm big on grounding, meditation. And then it's like the voice you hear, that's God and your intuition, and it's the same. And if you follow that, and that's when I start seeing all the synchronicities and signs, and it's like I'm big with like the angel numbers and stuff. Yeah, and just little things. It's just
but you start welcoming all of those things now because you set up your heart and your day and when you wake up in the morning, which is so sacred, right? It's when the day is starting, you're in your whole body, your whole senses, your whole soul is awakening, and it's so precious what you do at that time. And it's so sad that the whole world is going into the phone.
Yeah.
So you're it's almost like you're completely dismissing your humanity, your godness, you know what I'm saying? Into something else. So you're making such a disservice. Yeah. So thank you for bringing that out. We just have a few more minutes. So I want you to bring out these points that you're saying now because this is so important that people are aware of this.
Yeah. Like the we are all one thing is what that's one of the big things I've been on lately is like we are all one. You have to tune back into your heart and God, and He's within you. And like this division and all the things going on in the world is, by design, and that's from the enemy. He wants to keep you confused and in chaos and dysfunction. So it's like that's what they say. God is clear. God is clear. When it's from God, it's clear and you know it. And that's why it's so important to tune out all these distractions because then you don't even know your own thoughts from the world.
No.
And it's like,
it's a mess.
It's such a mess.
It's a mess.
So crazy. And that's one of the things, too. Like, why I've set up the things I've set up was to try to help people tune back in and see, like, they have the power within them. And no matter where they are in their life or what's going on, they can change it. They can get out of it. Like, you can't be in a fixed mindset. You have to be a growth mindset and believe it's possible. Like anything is possible. You really can do anything.
Yeah.
Like what's stopping you? Really?
I know. And it's funny because I never quite understood that until I changed and I transformed myself too.
Yeah.
So it's now when you are on that other side, now you see clearly. But when you are on the other, you like, how? Like, like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, there's so much more into life. We were made for so much more. And this is one thing that I say all the time, that the power within ourselves that was given to us, who's breathing you, who's making your heart beat, not you, is far greater than your circumstances, situations, and conditions, right? Yeah. And I absolutely love that. Tell me a little bit about your course and how we can get to you, how our listeners can connect you. Because after this, if they don't share this episode to everybody they know and follow you, oh my God.
Thanks. I know. Okay, so I'm at Live Well with L and it's an underscore
I
on
love that
all
name.
the platforms. I try to do, TikTok, Facebook. It's hard keeping up with all of it. I feel
It
like
is.
I almost need an assistant
Yes.
or something because I'm like, I can't respond to every message. And it just, but that's why, too, I wanted to create my course. So I'm like, at least they have something, and then they can book a call with me, too, if they need to, because I've got the link in, my bio, whichever
That's
platform.
perfect.
Yeah.
Live well with L.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like Elle Woods. I say that all the time. Elle Woods, Legally Blonde. I love that movie. But yeah, they can find me there, and then I've got tools and resources, and then I just created. I'm really excited about this. Well,
Okay.
there's a cord cutting meditation I have in my course, but I just made it available separate purchase as well for cheaper. For those people because it's like when they say they can't afford to invest, like it's like you're investing in yourself,
but they don't get that yet. So you give them something smaller to at least get them to understand how huge this is.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important investment you'll make. And I know because I was on that side of it too. I can't afford it. That's too expensive.
Me too.
And it's like, how long are you going to say that? Like,
Yeah.
how long?
Something's got to give.
Exactly. If other people can do it, we can do it. You can do it. We can do it. Like, we can do it.
Yes.
So, the cord cutting meditation is about cutting the toxic cords from like the narcissist and toxic people, because that's one of the first things I actually did with the covert narcissist. And I went to bed listening to it, and I woke up, and that's when I was like, I just knew I felt different, and it's all energy. It's all energy.
Yes. Everything is energy.
Exactly. So that's the thing. It was like, okay, I'd energetically cut the cord, and that was the first, like, I felt free. I felt free. And so I made that available for people. Like, if you have to start there, just start there. That's fine. And then I just created a money block removal meditation too, because I know that was one of my problems. Still working through that kind of stuff.
Oh,
myself.
I know.
Yeah. So I created that under we just had the blood moon, lunar eclipse, and 999 portal. So that's the astrology.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this.
Astrology. Yeah, I love astrology. It's like it all goes together. It's like everything so connected. It's just so beautiful the way like God designed it all.
Yes. And to learn about this, it's just so light, it's enriching, it's happy, it's joyful, it's awe-inspiring.
Happiness. Yeah, that's what I know. I wanted to bring that up because people ask, what is your why? And it's like, happiness. Everyone should want to be happy. And it's like, if you look at your life now, are you happy?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, it's funny. The Bible says that he is a happy God. That's one of his qualities. He's a happy God. So, and we were made in his image to be happy.
Exactly. I love it so much.
Thank you so much. I have like all of this amazing energy in me right now. I'm feeling amazing because when I talk to people with this mindset, with this vibration, it's almost like a multiplies. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love it.
And this is my mission, Andrielle, is just to bring all that I can to show how many were able to cross that, were able to transcend in that sense, and how everybody who has not done it yet, that they can too. And hopefully a lot of the listeners here today are actually connecting to your story and have similar backgrounds of a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, where you feel completely stuck and it's obvious, like, okay, this is gonna have to be this way. No, it does not. It does not have to be this way.
Yeah. That's why I felt so compelled to start telling my story
Thank you.
too, because
Thank you.
It's not about me. It's about who can I help
Thank you.
bring to the other side. Yeah, get out of the
Thank you.
Yeah.
So are your social medias all named Live Wealth with an L? Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah, it's Live Well with L, and the L is spelled ELLE.
Perfect. 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 Well, I want to
okay?
I'm going to follow you.
Yes,
and I can't wait to see what's next.
too.
You keep shining, and thank you so much for coming from Florida, where I come from, to Indianapolis, and we're meeting here. It's so amazing. So amazing. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So this show is brought by the IamBeastNetwork.com and Andre the Beast Creighton. And this is Jessica Javens Talk. See you on the next episode.
Baby, tell me you like me. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just touching me,